you just look on nutrition facts and you see dietary fiber. If it's high in fiber, it's good for your digestive system, and it also makes you feel full. It's another good thing about it. You will feel full after eating it. And getting back to vegetables, not all vegetables have fiber. That's why you eat a salad. It's like you feel like you eat nothing. And they have a lot of vitamins and minerals that are essential to other things going on in your body, including metabolism. For metabolism to work as efficiently as possible, it needs all those vitamins, that you get from fruits and vegetables. It needs all of those things because it helps it work better, and that's the basic thing. Vitamins help the metabolism work better. It helps it work faster. It lets it work more efficiently, and that's where vegetables come in. That's why you always hear people say eat your vegetables, and they're, why do I gotta eat my vegetables? I don't like them. They taste terrible. But it's because of the things in them. They've got a lot of fiber and a lot of vitamins.
So what is it doing for your energy? What does it do? Because you said the metabolism will adapt to what you eat. Because you said if you take away the fat, we don't want to eat too much fat because that's going to store. We don't want the carbs. So if we eat the vegetables, then what is that? Is that going to kick our metabolism up? Make it work.
That's a trickier one because it depends. It depends what else you're eating. If, say you want to go on a vegetable diet, I would never recommend that because you will lose weight. There's no calories in vegetables, right? Because vegetables don't have fats, they don't have carbs, and they don't have proteins. Most vegetables, not all. So if you did that, you would actually feel less energy in a way because you're forcing your body to use 100% of its energy from itself. So there's a point. There's a balance, right? You want to find a comfortable balance between all these things. You want to have enough vegetables that you're getting your vitamins and you're getting your fiber. You want to have enough fruits so that you're getting vitamins and fiber and even sugar. And you want to have your bread and other things. You want to find a balance between all these things because that's what the metabolism wants. It wants a balance between different foods.
But if you're excessively overweight, can you do that vegetables for a while and use your own stored fat and bring yourself down to a certain point?
Yeah, I think so. The reason why I'm not saying just yes, right, because I don't want to give the impression that you just eat vegetables and it's actually healthier. There's a point where it's healthy and then you start to move unhealthy. There's actually I remember years back, a guy who went on an all-vegetable diet, ate 6 pounds of vegetable a day.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how he did it. You have to force feed it to me, but
if you put it in juices, you can get that much.
Yeah, that's true. And because his whole idea was, I want to lose weight and I want to be healthy. And after a year, he had had so little of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, he could hardly walk anymore. Because he lost muscle. Yeah, he had no muscle, he had no energy. So he went the extreme way. Right? So that's why I'm not saying yes. I just don't want to give the impression you should go extreme and say, I'm going to go on a vegetable diet for a week and drop 10 pounds. But and everyone's different too. Some people can handle more extreme diets. Some people can't. In that case, I suggest talking to a doctor or something who knows a lot more than I do, or a dietitian or somebody like that. I think that's most of what I want to talk about. Next thing, I want to talk about kind of identifying these things on foods itself and kind of show why certain foods are healthier or more unhealthy. So the two things I have here, and I'm going to pass them around in a second so everyone can see them. I don't know what this company name is, Maruchan, or something like that, Instant Lunch. This is like a college kid's diet right here. Yeah. Right? And then you have organic black beans. This is, every college kid avoids this. But the black beans is way healthier, and everyone probably everyone probably knows that, right? Instant lunch chicken flavor.
I eat that.
But you know what I learned about those one year? I guess I was on it and I started reading. I didn't know those things have tons of fat in them, along with the sodium. I didn't know that there was fat in it. Yeah, sodium and the fat.
It's surprising if you don't actually look.
That was a light lunch.
Exactly, no, that's what everyone thinks too. That's the problem. You look at these things, this feels like paper, right? I mean, there's nothing in it. Yeah, it's just dry noodles. You're almost like, what is this thing? And then you look at the bag, and it's like, God, this has 300 calories. That's
sodium?
Yeah, and, if you look at the daily value, it's like sodium 50%. It's like, whoa, if I have 2 of these, that's all the sodium I can have, right?
Yeah, that's too much sodium.
Exactly, and you look at the fat, it's 20%. So if you had 5 of these things, you wouldn't even be near as much food as you need, but you already need fat, recommended fat level. And that's why
Could be an ate a steak, huh?
yeah, exactly, right? And but these things sell so well because, one, they're cheap, right? And everybody wants to buy them, but cheaper budget. Nobody wants to pay a lot of money, and these are cheap, so everybody likes these.
They taste good.
They taste good, right? And they taste good because of all the salt and all the preservatives and the fat, and everyone likes the stuff, right? And actually, the reason why you would think that your body would be better at telling you, I don't want this, is 1,000 years ago when humans were cave people and stuff like that, there wasn't that much food around. So at the time, the body adapted so that you would crave things that had lots and lots of energy. And what has lots of energy? Really fatty foods, right? And unfortunately, 1,000 years later, we haven't adapted to the modern, times where we have too much food available. You go to the store, you have like 50 choices of bread. And they're all the same thing, yet you have so many choices, right? And this is why I brought this. You look at the beans, and it's like, okay, beans, one serving has 130 calories. This serving has 290, right? This is double of this. And you look at the weight. This is 64 grams. This is 130. So this is half the weight, and this is double the weight and half the calories. And it's got fiber. It's got a lot of fiber, so you'll feel more full after these. These don't fill you at all. I mean, I could probably eat 10 of these right now, and I'd be good to go for another meal. And they want that to happen. They don't want you. They don't care about your health, right? That's not important to them. They care about money. So they pack whatever's in there to make you buy these. So they're not your friend. They're trying to trick you. And even when you go there and you see supposedly healthy cereal bars and stuff like that, and they say, oh, it's loaded with vitamin C and calcium and vitamin D for strong bones, and it's not, they're not doing that for you. They're either doing that because they're trying to trick you to buy it, or they're doing it because someone else is pressuring them to be more obvious about what's in their food. And you have health groups like, you need to start making your food healthier. And that's why I want to encourage everyone, whenever you're buying something at the store, if it has a nutrition thing, look at it and just use, you just basically use common sense. It's like, if it has a lot of fat, not much protein, a lot of salt, it's not good for you, right? Yeah.
Can kids metabolize salt? I mean, as you get older, you get high blood pressure and stuff.
Yeah.
But the kids, do they do any better with, because that's what we tend to want to give kids,
Yeah.
Did everybody
It's
get
funny.
any better?
I asked that same question. My teacher is teaching me metabolism this quarter, and his general message to me was, as a young kid and in normal survive eating this kind of stuff. I mean,
Get
college
away
kids
with
do it all the time, right? You don't see college kids dropping dead with too much sodium or something. So, yeah, you know, when you're younger, your body works better, obviously, and it's able to, I wouldn't say it's able to metabolize it better. I would put it in a way that it's able to survive with it better. It's able to put up with it better. But at some point, you're getting older, it can't put up with it, it doesn't want to deal with it. Yeah.
Now, is it true that every individual person's body is different? So it's hard to make a general statement about whether your age as it relates to metabolism.
Well, yeah, everybody is different, but there's a point where everyone's in it's a range.